Hi everybody, my name is Shiloh. I am here to give you a little tutorial on how to do some mermaid makeup. This is my first tutorial, so we'll see how this goes. But yeah, I've been a cosplayer for about 7 years, and I have done all kinds of different makeup looks over time, both like during cosplays and for like Halloween and just tests and for fun and all kinds of stuff. So I've done a mermaid makeup like years ago, but I'm gonna try to, like, with the knowledge I have now, try to build up on it. One of the most commonly used one, I'll just preface, is often cosplayers will use wig caps to get like that hexagonal shape on their face, and I was going to do that, but I lost all of my wig caps. So the best thing about cosplay, and the thing that we learn very quickly, is that you improvise a lot. A lot of times you'll have a plan in mind and something just doesn't work out quite right. And you're like, okay, I guess I'll just have to go with something else. And so that's what you do. And so this is probably, like, I guess the best example of something like that, where, like, say you're going to a con and you had like an extra wig cap, and then suddenly you're just like, oh, I don't have an extra wig cap now, I can't do that. So I'm gonna show you an alternative that I came up with, and then, you know, we'll see if it works out really well. Otherwise, you know, the same concept is applicable for if you're using a wig cap. You would just put the wig cap on before you put on like the different eyeshadows to blend in. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna blend in and then put some white liner in like shapes across my face to kind of like give the illusion, and maybe I'll put some like glitter on top of it just to kind of like hide the fact that it isn't like just naturally like that. So it's not going to be like even hexagonal shapes or like diamond shapes, but it will still kind of have the same effect, hopefully. So without further ado, what I normally do is I've already washed my face, and I put some alcohol, like rubbing alcohol, on my zits. And so now I usually use a hydrating moisturizer, just because my face is gonna go through a lot anyway, so I might as well get some moisturization before the day. And I do this before like everyday makeup. I do this before like cosplay makeup. I just do this anytime, so I just kind of like rub it in like so. I try to do it very lightly around my T-zone because it's already pretty oily, but my cheeks get super dry. And you don't need like a whole bunch of moisturizer on anyways, just like enough to like rub in. It's just good for your skin. It's nice. Your skin likes you if you do it. It's like, yay! I'm not super dry anymore. And across the forehead. Like this. And then we're done. It's that easy. So I should warn you, I do a little bit of eye pulling when I do like my eyeliner and stuff. So there will be a little bit of eye pulling. Just trigger warning if you don't want to see that. I will see if maybe we could like put in a disclaimer, like trigger warning, whatever. But if not, if the library can't do that, then that's fine. But I just want to give a heads up that that is a thing when I do my eyeliner. So if you see me prep to do my eyeliner, maybe not. Don't want to be like there. But I do my eyeshadow before that. Oh, I should say that my moisturizer is Good Mood by Fourth Ray Beauty. It's a gel moisturizer. It's just really nice. It's really light. You would think with gel it would be like a little heavy, but no, it's pretty nice. So yeah. So I prime my eyelids with NYX Proof It waterproof primer. I'm running out of it a little bit, so I kind of have to like really get in there, and then just kind of like rub it in there, get like a good amount on there, because especially if I'm putting on like really pigmented eyeshadow, I don't want it to crease. It's like the worst thing. So then I just like rub it in gently until it feels dry, or like mostly dry. I got that in there. Whee! Okay. So, I'm gonna pull up a reference photo real quick just to kind of remind myself what I wanted to do eyeshadow wise. That's another thing, is reference photos. Just reference. Like, obviously, you can't do it. I mean, a lot of people try to do it exactly how they see it, but I think the best looks are always original enough that you're like, yeah, it's based off of this, but it's going to be, you know, different because they're all unique people. So, a lot of these seem to be based around kind of with blues on the inside, blues and greens on the inside, and purples on the outside. Definitely doable. Definitely something that we can aim for here. So yeah, let's go ahead and go for that. So what I do is I usually do the outsides and then into the insides. I personally am not very good with like crease cutting, so I just blend a lot, like really blendy. So I'm going to start with the purples on the outside. I have Fade Into Hue by ColourPop. I'm a big fan of ColourPop. I use them a lot. They have, this one just has like all of the colors, so it's really nice. The shade that I'm going to be using for the outside of my eye is probably gonna be, we're probably gonna use, well, yeah, we're going to use oh, we have one called Nautical. It's like right here. It looks bluish just because blue tip from the one next to it kind of rubbed off on it, but I swear it's more purple, you'll see. But it's called Nautical, so it's perfect for this situation. We're going to take a brush. I usually use like a smaller, slightly flat brush. This is made by Lush or Luxie. It's 245 small shader. I'm gonna get some pigment. And we kind of just brush it in there. Since I have hooded eyes, I kind of make just a little bit of a point with my shadow, kind of going up like that. Just make sure I get all bits covered. So we kind of got some like purples here. And I add a bit more pigment on this side. And it doesn't matter if they're like even right now because we're gonna be blending it. So let's see. I'm probably gonna end up getting a greenish look. Probably gonna stick around like the shimmery look since, you know, it's like it's supposed to be an underwater look. Green's a very like naturally warm, so it's definitely like kind of an opposite to the blues. So when we use that, we're probably not gonna use like a whole bunch just because we don't want to kind of like offset the look. But it's nice to have like a blend, but not too much, you know. So the next one I'm going to use is Pose. It's also a shimmery green, so I'm gonna take some. I'm gonna blend it in here. Pose is also in the Fade Into Hue palette, so they're both in the same. And voila! Now, it's okay if it looks kind of like rugged and stuff, because what I like to do is if my blending is kind of like meh, then I put just glitter on top of it. I just go glitter crazy, and it's really fun. I have a lot of fun with it, so that's what I do. And it just makes everything look a lot better, like blended wise. I have a lot of fun with glitter though, so that's one of my favorite things to do. So the next one I'm going to use is Into Trance by ColourPop as well. And they have a color called Transcend Dance. It's right here. We're going to be using that blue. So this one's kind of flat compared to like the shimmery ones, but I think it'll kind of set it off a little bit. So get that in the corner. Okay, so yeah, we've got some blues, we've got some greens, we've got some purples, you know, just kind of covering all the bases for a good mermaid. So now that we have that, you're probably going to have some fallout from the powder. That's okay. We're going to use a makeup wipe and just kind of like wipe up under there anyways, so don't worry about it right now. So we're going to use a light pink to kind of cover up the tops. If you don't have hooded lids, this would be kind of perfect just to go from the inner corner out, kind of like that. But since I have hooded lids, I'm just going to go all the way across. So also from Fade Into Hue, it's called Lovecraft. I'm just going to kind of go all the way from the inner corner out. Kind of like a sweeping arch. So kind of, yeah, so we kind of have some pink arching over. And then I'm going to take just kind of like a neutral tone, a little bit fluffier brush. So this is also Luxie. It is number 243, Precision Blending, which is kind of what we're aiming for here. And I'm going to take palette Ménage à Moi. This is kind of like my normal palette for just getting kind of like the upper lid bit here and kind of just making sure it's all blended out. So I take Crave, which is this very nude, and I just kind of go from the top and blend down and kind of blend that nude into the pink. So it just kind of softens it a bit so it's not as stark. And kind of seems like not natural, obviously, but like a little bit more natural. seem as weird, you have a cut off from the pink to like the just the nude of your lid, like, or the top of your under your brow here. So that's nice. It's a little bit more soft, and we stand soft mermaid looks here. So then what we do is I have Stila Stay All Day eyeliner. It's a liquid eyeliner. So I did a little bit of eye pulling, I apologize, before with the shadow, but now we're gonna do a lot more, so heads up. So I'm gonna take it from the outer corner and go in. I usually go to the middle of my lid there, and kind of like take the point of the corner. Like so. It's okay if your cat eye points don't match right the first time. You can go back and adjust them as many times as you'd like. Just have at. So I usually go into the corner here. Like so. So we do like the out to in, and then we do, so we did out to in for the outside bits, and then I do in to out to kind of like line it up. And this takes a little bit because I'm very picky about it. So yeah, have at. That went a lot faster. Sometimes I have to take makeup remover, and it's a little bit thicker than I normally like it, but we're doing dramatic makeup because this is for a mermaid look, so this is absolutely acceptable. Just not like my normal eyeliner look. I'm very picky about how thick the inner corners are, but it's not still there. So, got a little extra in this inner corner, so I'm going to go ahead and take that makeup wipe. I just use Equate Pink Grapefruit wipes. I like things that smell, but a lot of people don't like smelly wipes, so be careful of that. I'm gonna wipe up the excess shadow I got like under my eyelid there. As well as get the inner corner here. Trust me, we will be doing stuff with the inner corner, it's just not with the liner. And if you wipe up a little too much liner, that's fine. Just go ahead and go back and fix it. So that's what I'm gonna do. So then I'm gonna check my cat eye bits. And same goes for your cat eyes. If it doesn't hit quite right, just go back and take the wipe and just kind of do a gentle, like, yep. I kind of go from the corner down because it's easy to blend back out eyeshadow, which we're going to do anyways. I usually put like the corner eyeshadow on after I do my liner, just to make sure that, you know, the liner's there, it's nice. It's a little warm today, so. With liquid liner, make sure it dries before you let back, or else you get a crease and it's not fun. It doesn't take too long to dry, just give it like a couple of seconds. Okay. And voila! Got the liner. All handy dandy. So, now that we got the liner, and my biggest thing about having like hooded eyes is like once you have the liner, then you can do like the outer corner bits for the shadow, and just, you can do all kinds of fancy things, but like if it's all gonna be covered up by the liner, then like why go ahead and do that before you do your liner? Or like worry about making sure your liner matches. Just do your liner how you're comfortable and then go back. That's how I've learned. So I have like an eyebrow brush that I kind of do detailing on. It's kind of like a flat brush. This is just e.l.f. eyebrow brush. I'm gonna take that Fade Into Hue. I'm gonna take a darker purple we have. It's called Majestic. And I'm gonna dab into there. I'm kind of then I'm going to take a darker blue. It's called Watermark, and I'm going to put that under my lid here. So you kind of have an all-around blues, purples, greens. It's just everywhere. It's all over, which is good. That's what we're aiming for. So now I have some blue glitter. It's called Kaleidoscope. I'm going to like rub my finger in it and just dab along the blue-green line here towards the purple. It's going to go from the blue shadow into the green and then linger by the purple. Now for the other side. So, got your shadow look. If you don't feel comfortable with false lashes, then you're good here. You just throw on some mascara, or if you don't want to, that's cool too. You're fine. I like false lashes on myself personally. So my next, I feel like it hides my insecurities very well. So I use, Kiss So Wispy Pompadour lashes. You kind of have like a smaller inner corner and fluffier outer corner, which is something I enjoy. Now a lot of people do these with like tweezers and just like set them on their lash lid, but I'm very picky and finicky, so I'm like, nope, we gotta make sure that it's just right. So we'll go with that. So we put on the lash glue along just the edge there, and we let it dry a little bit so it gets a little tacky. Patience is definitely not one of my virtues, but you do what you can. You can blow on it as well. It doesn't actually dry it faster, it just makes you feel better. It just kind of adds to it just a little bit. Definitely not necessary by any means, but it's nice. I like it. Kind of gives your eyes just a little bit extra volume. go for the other one. Voila. So yeah, we've moved on from the eye portion for now. I'm probably gonna add some embellishments later, but this is the main eye portion. Now, say you're just wanting to do like a fun mermaid look without having like the extra. This is really good on its own, top notch. But we cosplayers, we're definitely extra, like super extra. So we're gonna go steps further. So, I personally use Pretty Fresh by ColourPop. It's a foundation primer. I shake it up a little bit, and then I put some on here, tiny bit on the nose, little on the upper lip, and on the chin. And then I take the back end of a sponge. It does soak up some of the product, so if you don't like that, you can use like a brush. But I like do kind of like a circle and spread it out. Get under the chin just a little bit because your foundation's probably going to go there as well, because we usually blend it into the chin. Just make sure it's covered. Everything's nice and covered. Now some people like to do their face foundation first, but as you see, I do a little bit of eye pulling. So if like I have my foundation on already, then my fingers like wipe off the makeup. Even if I like set it well, it's just a hassle. So I do it after. Now a lot of people don't do their eyeliner by pulling on their eye. A lot of them just do it without. I think it has to do a lot with like the eye shape and also like the comfort and like the steadiness. My hands are a bit shaky in general, so I don't have that confidence to do that. But it's definitely not 100% recommended to pull on your eyes to do your eyeliner. So I definitely don't say like, yes, this is the best method. This is just like what I do. So after that, take a sponge. I have just a set from ColourPop. I like this one because it gets under the eye detail really well. It's pointy, it's round, it's soft, it's nice. So I am going to be right back while I go and wet it. So this is the size it is before you kind of run it underwater. You squeeze it out so it'll get a bit bigger. Don't leave it like super wet. Don't leave the water in there. Like squeeze out the water. But I will be right back. Okay, so we're back. I used my headphones to pull my hair back a little bit since we're now covering the face bits. So here's what the sponge looks like after, just a bit larger. I'm going to use today, where is it? I'm going to use my NYX Total Control Pro. I don't have a lot of it, so I'm not going to put a whole bunch on. But that's okay, because we don't really need a whole bunch on, because we're going to be covering it in shadows and stuff. So before I do that, I usually put on my concealer. This is, ooh, there that goes, e.l.f. 16-Hour Camo Concealer. e.l.f. is nice because it's cheaper, but it's also pretty good quality for its, you know, price. So just dab it on the problem bits. Use concealer to hide your insecurities. Take sponge, blend it out. So it does not look like you are wearing spots of concealer on your face. Obviously, those spots are going to be a bit lighter than the rest of your face. But that's okay, because the foundation will also hide that, and then your face will just be light and nice. And it'll be cool. It already looks pretty blended from this light, so that's pretty nice. It already looks pretty blended. This is supposed to be a dropper, but like I said, I'm running out, so I'm just gonna kind of like bleh, and then bleh, and bleh, bleh, bleh. You? Yep. If you have like an actual satisfactory amount of foundation, I highly recommend using it as it's meant to be used. Either use a pump and put it on to your comfort. Some people like a lot of foundation. Some people like very little foundation. It's whatever you feel. Of course, the less foundation you have, the obviously better for your skin. But make sure it covers. You know, you don't want like spots without foundation on, because then your skin kind of looks a little bit spotty, and that's not bad. I mean, like I said, to your comfort. But if you're aiming for not spotty foundation, then definitely don't do that. In the end, it's your body, it's your face. You should do whatever you feel most comfortable and you feel fits you best. Another thing I really like about the pointy bit is it gets in the nose quarters. That's really nice. Blend into the neck. And make sure my headphones are kind of big, so I just get by my cheeks. Now, usually I go way deeper into the corners of my eyes, but since I already used the quarter shadow, we definitely don't want to go too far. I add in a little bit of extra concealer under your eye because I have eye bags, because who these days sleeps like they're supposed to? Not many, I'll let you know that. You're at a convention, you're probably hardly gonna sleep. That's okay. That is a convention's intended purpose, is to not sleep. I'm kidding. It's a joke. Con humor. We will fix up the under eye stuff. Yeah, we'll fix it out after we do the rest. So my concept is, I don't want those people who said contouring. I just literally put on so much blush. So much blush. However, since we are a mermaid, blush isn't the same because we're not in the sun, we're not blushing. We are underwater. So, I am going to take a light purple of sorts. I'm gonna go with, so this is Garden Variety by ColourPop as well. It has a bit bigger bits, and I'm going to take, sorry, I dropped my brush. This is technically a contour brush, but it serves its purpose really well in this situation. So, it's by e.l.f. again. It's a contouring. We're gonna dab into Synergy. Dab, 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 dab. Dab, 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 dab. And we are going to go in where blush would be. So we're gonna go whoosh. Whoosh, 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 whoosh. Up in here. And up into the cheeks. You can get the shiny purple on your face. All the shiny purple. Pro side, natural highlighter. If your face looks shiny, that is good. It means that you have just come out of the water as the natural, beautiful mermaid you are. Then under it, smudge off is the next one. Get dab, dab, dab. Dab, 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 dab. Go under it for a lower tone by your cheekbones. Well, this is top of your cheekbones. This is under your cheekbone. And here, definition. Brush, brush, brush. Dab, dab, dab. Brush, brush, brush. Dab, dab, dab. Brush, brush, brush. I'm going to take a fluffy, kind of like edged brush, angled brush here. And we are going to take Stuck on You. It's right under, it's like literally just under, and then we're gonna put a little streak in the middle here. And then I'm gonna take that lighter purple and dab, dab, dab. And we're gonna blend it. Blend, blend, blend. Blend, 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 blend. Blend it out. One side's a little bit darker than the other, but that is okay. We are mermaids. Our sun's probably never even. I'm gonna take the medium purple and I'm just gonna brush it across my nose. Like so. Trying to give the illusion like, yes, instead of blush, this is just my natural face. I have purple all over my face because I'm a mermaid and that's how I live my life. Then we are probably going to take the smudge off as well, and we're gonna go up into the edge and to the top here. of your forehead. Up here, from the corner down like this. A little extra blending here. And do it more close to my eyebrow because my hair kind of gets in the way. And then take the Synergy again, and we're just gonna brush the chin. Brush, 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 brush. So now you sufficiently feel like a purple mermaid, right? That was the goal all along, right? So here we are. Next, so we would have done all that before with a wig cap. But since we do not have a wig cap to use, I will take NYX's white liquid eyeliner, and we are going to do some line work. It's okay if it's not perfect. Mermaids are all special and equal in their own way. If it's not even, that is also okay. Mermaids are supposed to be unique. We are magical creatures. Sailors tell stories about us. We live undersea and tempt sailors into troubling waters. And they tell stories of our beauty and our going to fix this off camera, and I will be back with you. Okay, so I'm back. Turn off the light so you can see kind of, I went back and I'm like, you know what, spots might be better. Look like kind of like little pearls. And then I did some like little waves just to like be like, yes, I'm a mermaid, I have waves. Making waves in the world. I have some light purple NYX Vivid Brights Vivid Blossom liquid liner, and I'm just gonna add to these waves a little bit. Gonna add a little wave under the eye. The corner of my eye here. like the purples. And now, oh, well, first let's do some brow work. So your brows, you know, exist. Some people like to use shadows, some people are like powder, some people like to use gel, some people like to use like a brush, but mine I use Maybelline Tattoo Studio New York brush. So I just do some brush. A method on how I do my brows, but honestly I just kind of work with it as I go. So if that doesn't look even, that is fine. I also use sometimes to like filler in e.l.f. Instant Brow Pencil. I just kind of like fill in the details that the gel didn't get. And it's okay if it's not even. A lot of times you'll have a wig or you'll have your hair and it'll cover up, and if not, remember your brows are sisters, not twins. So for a final do, I learned this little tip. I wonder if I still have my stuff actually. No, I don't. I do? I don't. Let's see. Yes. So, we have this Star Wars cover girl. We don't really have it. It's not really out anymore. It came out during like when the stuff was first released. And we have Stila Stale Day liquid lipstick. So I'm gonna put some on, and it's like a dark purple. I'm gonna brush it on. gonna top it off with a shimmery purple. And to end it up, mermaid look. Now as you can see, very improvised on many levels. We were going to do like the hexagonal shapes. It ended up not working quite right, so we did some little pearly freckles. I like to, after I do stuff like this, like to take some sparkles. We're going to use the Into Trance. Just like put them around, put them around, put them around, put them around. Because mermaids are sparkly, and we love sparkly mermaids. We stand sparkly mermaids. Just get it all on there. Best definition is sparkle definition. And yeah, so this is my take on a sparkly mermaid. We have, let me come closer. We have the purples. We have the little waves. We have the blues and the greens for the eyes. With little freckles. And yeah. That's my tutorial. I hope you all enjoyed. I probably will be doing more tutorial stuff in the future. So if you like this or you would like to see how much I grow in my tutorial making, I'm sure looking forward to it, then let us all know. And yeah, thank you very much for spending this time with me, and I hope you enjoyed.